Yo, what up? This is Nation, aka Savage on the Rap, coming at you with another episode of the Rap House podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about the standard format because last podcast I talked about premium, the problems of premium. So I guess it probably would make sense that I talk about the problem with standard format. Before I start, like this video and like more topics like this. Like the video, comment, subscribe, whatever. Get that out of the way. Let's start this. Okay, so to give everybody a little bit of like cliff notes of what I talked about in the problems of premium is basically not enough people are playing premium because everybody wants to play standard. And part of this is because everybody thinks that premium is busted, that premium, isn't really balanced or anything like that. And because of this, people will rather play standard format because a lot of people believe that it's a lot easier to play, that it's a lot more balanced to play. I gotta say that's fucking false. I'm sorry. That's fucking false on so many levels. Let me tell you, one of the things that I like about premium format more than I like about standard. Yes, premium format does have a lot of busted shit about it, but it is backed up by the fact that everything has a weakness to it, and there are stuff that can beat said retarded ass shit. A prime example, one of the most busted things about it is Gize. Gize is a very dumbass deck. A very dumbass deck that you have to do dumbass management with, which is obviously retarded. And obviously, I kind of want to make a video as to why I think Gize is the most cancerous thing to the game. Of course, some people disagree with that, and that's you. I understand that, but I mean, let's be real. I feel like, and personally, Gize just promotes bad players. But at the same time, there's stuff that can obviously fuck Gize over. Prime example, Megacolony. We got the new Ghidorah that's coming out this Friday. I definitely can't wait for that shit. Where you can only play stuff from your hand. So if they have if they have five Zero Dragons binding in the bind zone and whatnot, use a new Ghidorah, you're only allowed to call stuff from your hand. They can't call that shit. Optyrannus is the same thing. You can't special summon monsters until the end of your turn. Which means if you have 5 Zero Dragons binded, sorry, you have to wait next turn. You got Shadow Paladins that has Phantom Blaster Diablo. I guess you can just call them PBD. I think that's how you say it. But anyway, you got the Stride that if they can't sacrifice at least 2 creatures, then they basically have to take the hit, which is like a built-in crit. I mean, it can G-Guard, but that's about it. But let's be real, you can't really sacrifice a Zero Dragon, so you technically SOL. Same thing with Aquaforce. They got Maelstrom, which if you have at least, 5 Maelstroms? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. If you have 5 Maelstroms in the soul, they can't guard for shit. They can't G-Guard, they can't do anything. They have to take that built-in critical to the face. I mean, they're really rare, but there are a lot of ways to beat Gize. Of course, like the really major one is just to do counterblast management, but that's all for that's for another video and whatnot. That's for something else I can explain. But anyway, the point, what I'm trying to make, is that there are ways to beat the deck. There are some easier ways to it, and there are a lot of harder ways to do it, but it's still beatable. But this standard format, fuck this format. I'm sorry. This format is fucking trash. My thing is this. Right now, it's technically like a 3 to 6 deck format. There's like what 24, 26 clans in the game, but like I want to say 24. I want to say there's 24 clans in the game, and only 6 of them are fucking playable. What type of bullshit is this? I mean, you got like what? Bermuda Triangle, you got Link Joker, you got Kagero, you kind of sort of have Novas, you kind of sort of have OTT kind of sort of still being in there, but it's more like a 50-50. And then you got Murakumo because it's technically the anti-meta deck of the game. So that's 6 fucking things you can play. Well, what about Great Nature? What about Angel Feather? What about Shadow Paladins? What about Royal Paladins? What about Gold Paladins? What about Narukami? I mean, they're still kind of technically playable. They're more like the 25%. They're more like, if you don't go against those 6 particular clans, you more likely could win with those. But I mean, it's still very vague. There are still ways to play some of the other clans in the game, but I mean, like, let's be real, they have little to no success when it comes to the tournament side of it, when it comes to the competitive side of Standard. Basically, a lot of this does have to do with power creep, and a lot of this does have to do with a clan getting either more support than a certain clan or better support than another clan. I guess I can also put Aqua Force in the aspect too, because once they get the Glorious pack, then Aqua Force will kind of sort of be within its, like, the 5% of the clans that can actually be playable in a tournament setting. This is stupid. I mean, Bushiroad specifically made the reboot just to make the game more balanced, and they fuck it up the same way they did at the end of the G era with power creep. Oh yeah, it turned out that this clan was hella strong. Instead of trying to do something about it, like make a fucking restriction list, instead we just have to go with making another clan a lot stronger than the one that was hella strong. But oh wait, that one's even more stronger. So guess what? We have to make another clan that's a lot more stronger than that one. And the cycle continues and continues and continues. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, in order to stop a clan, they have to make another clan just as powerful or even more powerful in the upcoming sets. Basically, making the game hella unbalanced, because now the only thing that matters is whatever got the support the most recently. That makes no sense. I mean, you might as well just make a restriction list, kind of restrict a lot of stuff that kind of needs to be restricted, and do whatever. Oh no, wait, we can't do that because that means you'll start killing off the decks. Okay, but if the clan has about 4 or 5 ways of support, while there's only still clans with only 1 wave of support, what does that fucking tell you? You need to start restricting shit, my nigga. You need to start restricting shit. Oh my god, that's bad. But anyway, basically what I'm saying is all you have to do is moderate. I mean, another thing that a lot of people will basically talk about, and sorry for the sirens and whatnot, basically another thing that somebody will say is, you got to remember that Bushiroad's a company, and because Bushiroad's a company, you know, they only have to cater towards this clan and this clan because these are the most popular ones. I have to say that is the most utter bullshit I have ever heard. Yes, I understand that Bushiroad's Bushiroad is a company. They're a business. They have to make money somehow, and of course, by catering towards those other clans that usually makes them more money, of course they're going to do they're going to cater towards it. I understand that, but at the same time, you're killing the format, because now basically you're saying that, oh, the clan that I like so much fuck that clan because you're not really giving it the love it deserves. You know, fuck that clan because it's not the more popular one. It just so happens that the clan I love is the less popular one and the one that's not really going to get all the support that it needs. So what? I have to cater to bullshit World Paladins because it turns out that everybody likes to suck World Paladins' dick? Fuck out of here. I mean, here's the thing. Bushiroad has proved time and time again that all you have to do is give a clan good enough support and everybody would dick ride it. A prime example, I mentioned one of the main 6 clans that can technically play in the format was Murakumo. Murakumo was a clan that nobody a couple of years ago gave a shit about. Matter of fact, it was one of those clans that everybody was talking about. Hey, you know, this clan is trash. Why do you play this clan? This clan is, you know, it ain't shit. Why don't you just choose something else? Why don't you choose Gear Chronicle? Because Gear Chronicle is obviously the better clan. All of a sudden, you seen everybody and their mama playing Murakumo. Why? Because the support is fucking busted. You got Zimbaku that allows you to make sure that your opponent doesn't rewrite grade 3s, which is a very strong mechanic in standard format. Maybe not as much in premium, but it's very strict from standard because guess what? That means you're not getting no more gift markers. That means whatever grade 3 that you're on, you're stuck on that grade 3. I mean, let's say for a prime example, I'm playing, you know, Great Natures. You know, once Leopold uses skill, he's a vanilla unit. Once Hamsuke uses skill, he's a vanilla unit. Which means if I'm stuck on Hamsuke or I'm stuck on Leopold, I'm just stuck with a vanilla grade 3 beat stick. That's not fun. There'll be even times where I'd rather just play Bison and stay on Bison because I know at least Bison has a fucking skill. At least I can cycle crush your niggas with Bison. But no. If I use Leopold, yes, I'll probably get like his skill pop off twice. But after that, if he's using Zimbaku against me, nigga, I just gotta stay on Leopold. I just gotta stay on Hamsuke. Was those 2 seg markers worth it? Maybe yes. But at the same time, let's be real. I'm stuck on a vanilla unit, and then if he gets the full combo off, then I can't stand my grade 3 altogether. Let's not also forget about Zengeki. That if you have a dual dragons in the soul, for that whole turn, you can only guard with grade 0s. But that's not all. You have a certain arrestor, he either has boosted 5k for both turns as long as it's on the field, or he has a built-in crit as long as the other one's both on the field, or even both. So you have that to deal with. Then, to make matters worse, you have Shura fucking Yuki that can minus 3 cards on your field. It's either 10k or 5k. More likely 10k because that's the one that really matters. Which means now I gotta hope I get a fucking trigger. And even if I do, it might not even be worth it. So that's something else to worry about. And guess what? A lot of people are using it. A lot of people are still playing the clan. And it's obviously going to be one of the most expensive out of the 4K splits when the pseudo AL4 set come out. I mean, let's be real. When AL4 came out and what was the other one? The one that was like the pseudo AL4 with like Link Joker. When those 2 came out, the least expensive one was Murakumo in Pale Moon. But I mean, let's be real, it was more likely Murakumo. It was the cheapest one. Now it's the second highest right next to Shadow Paladin. That's how much support, that's how much a lot of people play Murakumo. That is now the second highest when the original 2 set, Violence Leader, that's what it's called. When AO4 and Violence Leader came out. it was literally the least expensive one out of the 4, and if his Val's the leader, 5. Bushiroad right then and there proved that people will pick up a clan, people will spend money on it if you actually make it fucking good. Again, another one, Aquaforce, another clan that everybody was talking mad shit about when they got their first wave of support because everybody was so disappointed about it. Now everybody's looking for Aquaforce because they realize how good Glory Maelstrom is. They kind of failed a little bit on some other aspects, like I kind of wish they did more with the blue wing thing, but still, everybody want to play Glory Maelstrom because of how stupid that nigga is. So you can't sit here and say, oh, well, it's not a popular clan, nobody's going to pick it up. Yes, they fucking will. They will pick up that shit. Trust me. They will pick up that shit. But anyway, actually, not even anyway. I can even give even more things. Let's look at Neo Nectar. Let's look at Pale Moon. Let's look at Grand Blue. Let's look at Nubatama. You know what all 4 of these clans have in common? They not only have trial decks, but they were also clans that nobody gave a shit about in the original series. These are all 4 clans that people started picking up in the G era because they not only got support, they also got a fucking trial deck. I mean, let's be real on that. Grand Blue took a Worlds. Pale Moon is one of the most dangerous clans in the game right now. So is Nubatama, and people started caring a lot more about Neo Nectar so much that Asha is literally one of the most popular units in the game. So you can't talk, so fuck out of here when you say, oh yeah, Bushiroad's a company, they just need to worry about the clans that make some money. Give clans good enough support, niggas will buy it. I guarantee you, right now, nobody gives a shit about Tachikaze. But if they make a whole extra booster with Tachikaze and they made it just as good or not even better, or even better than Bermuda Triangle, I guarantee you everybody will pick up Tachikaze. Real shit. So many people will pick up Tachikaze. Bet you. But of course that's not going to happen because Bushiroad don't believe in breaking a clan like that. Unless it's Bermuda Triangle. Unless it's Kagero. Unless it's Link Joker. Unless it's Gold Paladins. But anyway, enough with that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is standard format is very shit. Mainly because of the support system. Mainly because there are some clans that get a lot more support than others. But let's be real. On this. This is only temporary technically. And it could be fixed. You still have time to fix it just by changing the whole scheduling altogether. I mean, let's be real on this. I would pretty much say that 2019 has literally been the worst release schedule they ever put out. Because basically everything is a repeat of last year's schedule. We have Asia Circuit. Now we have another Asia Circuit. We had Destructive War. And now we have another Destructive War. We have 2 AL4 sets, pseudo sets, that is coming out this year. The one that's coming out recently, and Viola's the leader. The only difference is Viola's leader ended up with Link Jokers. We have another Miyagi Academy set coming out later on this year, which is stupid. And right now we just have like what? We had an extra booster that had what? Roll Paladins, Link Joker, Kagero, and Nova Grapplers. And now the next set is going to be Link Joker, Kagero, and Nova Grapplers. How fucking lazy can you get? That's stupid. I pretty much would say the only good set so far that that Bushiroaders came out with that was most interesting was Premium Collection 2019. Because at least for one, they came out with new cars, they supported all the clans, they came out with something that can actually change the format. Not this bullshit of, oh yeah, let's come out with a Bermuda set, which, don't get me wrong, they come out, their Bermuda set is always due once a year. And it's always very good support that lasts them until the next year. Which is stupid, because I feel like if you're going to support a clan less, then they should follow what Bermuda Triangle does. Fuck! If Spike Brothers is only going to get support once a year, then you have to make once a year Spike Brothers support that makes it work for that year until they get another support. Just like how Bermuda does. How is that hard? Why is that so hard to do? That makes no sense. Instead of just having a clan get support, making it only good for about a month, and then, oh yeah, after that, it's done. It just gets power creeped. And then whoever's using the clan has to wait a whole other year in order for it to become good again. That shouldn't work like that. And then watch, I bet you, at the end of the year, the last set to come out for the year is going to be another Giga strategy set. Where it's only going to have, what? Gear Chronicle, it's going to have Great Nature, and it's going to have Genesis. Bet you. Because, oh, I forgot, guess what? We're having another Ultra Rare set. Where it's having Angel Feathers, Neo Nectar, and once again, Gold Pounders. Gold Pounders get support 4 times this year. We got the actually 3 times. Let me stop over exaggerating that, because we got it like in what? The Miyagi Academy set, the second Miyagi Academy set, and then we're going to get in the Ultra Rare set. Why? Why does Link Joker need 3 support back to back to back? They got it in what? Violence Deleters, they got in the new one, and now they're getting it in Heroic Evolution? What type of bullshit is that? You still have niggas that haven't even gotten Tech Wave 2 support yet. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's so fucking frustrating. But you know what makes all of this frustrating? What makes everything retarded as fuck is the fact that people will still defend standard format and say that it's very good. You have all of these problems I just set out in this 23 minutes that I've been doing this so far. Well, probably 20, but that's just if you discount the intro. That's the size of the point. You have all of this shit that I talked about, and people will still say that standard format is better than premium. Why? Because premium has loop strategies, even though those loop strategies are trash. Let's be real. Every single deck with an infinite loop is trash. I don't care what anybody says. Why? Because 1 is breakable, 2 you have to set it up, and 3 if you rush them hard enough, they can't do shit about it. And 4, that whole deck purpose is the loop strategy. So if you get rid of their pieces, they can't do shit. That's the only reason why no other infinite loop has gotten hit in the list. It just so happens that the No Life King loop got hit because it was too powerful, it was too easy, and you can do the loop before you can even start striding. That was the reason why it got hit. It was still, it was still hard to go against it though, but still, there was ways that of course, yeah, there was ways to go to survive it. But I mean, there was no way to technically win after the loop was done, even if you survived it. Because by that time, they already have like 5+ protect markers. You have no cards in hand, and there's no way to really defend yourself after skipping out on the one turn that you have where they can just instantly PG it for no fucking reason. But still, even with after all that, premium format is still playable. Premium format still has a lot of stuff where even though a deck is very powerful, it still loses to a lot of other stuff. And that's what I like about it. The thing is, in premium, you're able to adapt. But because in standard, not every clan has the support to adapt to format change. And why? Because they don't have enough. It's understandable that Link Jokers could adapt to format change because they have 3 different ways of support to back it up. You know, same thing with Royal Paladins, same thing with Kagero, same thing with OTC. I mean, the thing is, they already have multiple ways of support, so of course, they're going to have a way to, build their deck to go against the meta, to build their deck and change it around and actually start fiddling with stuff. But I mean, something like Tachikaze, something like Megacolony, something like Great Nature or anything like that, they don't have that luxury because they're the type of clans that's not really going to get as much support as, like, let's say will be like Gold Paladins. They're not going to get that type of support. They're not going to get that type of support like Shadows or anything like that. They're not going to really get support like that, and it's fucking ridiculous on so many levels. But oh no, standard format is still a better format than premium. That's what everybody else say. I mean, I don't even know anymore. It's ridiculous. But I've rambled on long enough. I yelled long enough. Probably, I don't know. Anyway, kind of thirsty, so I'm just going to end it right here. My name is Mrs. Nation, aka Savage on Giraffa. Leave a comment in the comment section talking about the format and kind of what I thought of, what you think about this and whatever this bullshit is going to be. I'm signing out now.